Well, hello, YouTubers. So someone has sent me email and asked me about how to create reports in Visual Studio. So let's go ahead and cover that today. Let me go ahead and then adjust my screen here real quick. I'm going to start a brand new project here, and I'm going to assume that you already know a few things. So let's start a new project, and I'm going to call it report testing. And in my form here, the first thing I'm going to do is drop a Microsoft Report Viewer object onto it, and then I'm going to dock to parent so it takes up the entire screen. Next, in my Solution Explorer here, you see that I have nothing. I'm going to add a data set, just a blank data set. I'm not going to rename it or anything. I'm just going to name it data set 1. And then also, I don't see here, I'm going to view, and I'm going to add in my Server Explorer. If you don't have one of these, you can always add another server to it. Just connect to your SQL server. I'm doing this in SQL. So I already have one in here. And I have a few tables in there. You can also drop in store procedures, views, functions, and things like that. So let me just go ahead and drop a vendor here. And I'm dropping the vendor table into the dataset 1 structure, and that's going to create the data table for me and also the table adapter. I'm going to eliminate a few things here that I don't need. So I'm going to put a vendor ID, a vendor name, address 1, 2, city, and so on. That's going to be my report. Okay, so now I have a data set. I'm going to go ahead and save this. I can go ahead and close the data set. And then on that report viewer that we dropped onto the form 1, there's a little button on top right. I don't know what that is, like a wizard button. I'm not sure what it is. Anyways, design a new report, click design a new report, click next. We see it already picked up the data set that we have in our Solution Explorer. I'm going to go ahead and select that, press next, and then it's just going to take you to the wizard. I'm going to make a tabular report, and then I'm going to group by name, and then all the details. Those are going to be the details. I'm not going to put anything on the page level, so I'm going to leave vendor ID out because I don't need vendor ID. Stepped or block, I'm just going to leave it like that. It also gives you selection of styles. I'm just going to pick the first one, and then I'm going to call my report vendor list, I guess. Vendor list, finish. And as you can see, now I have my report in here. You can make changes to it, properties. You also have the properties over here on this side. So if you want to change the color, you can change it to a different color, say black, just for you to see it. I should have left the way it was, but just want to show you that you have control over the font and so on over here. Instead of 20, let's make it 25, so now it's bigger, and so on. Vendor name, let's make that a little bit bigger. And anyways, so pretty much this is your report. I'm going to save it now. I'm going to go back to my form, and I'm going to go back to the same place that I went earlier. And now you see that you have reporting test vendor list.rdlc. That's your report. If you look at the code, they already added the code for you where the table adapter is going to fill the data set vendor data table. And then this piece of code here, this.report viewer 1.refresh report is going to actually generate the report, pulling the data out of that data table. Let me just show you this. If the data table is not filled, and I'm going to run the report right now, as you can see, I'm going to get the report structure because it's there, but I'm going to get no data because the data set is empty. So, oh, that was terrible. So what I'm going to do is remove this line over here that is actually going to fill my data set, and I'm going to run that report one more time. And now you can see that we actually have data in the report. And then built into that object, you have the page navigation. You can also print into Excel. Let's just see how that looks like. I'm going to print to my desktop here, vendor list. Let me minimize that part, double click. And as you can see, I actually have now that same table now in Excel format. So it's pretty cool. Let's see what else we can do here. I can also print to PDF, so let me go ahead and close this. Print to PDF, desktop again, save. Now I double click on my vendor list. and I have a gigantic vendor list. Kind of funny. Well, see, look at that. It's not printing to one page. I don't know. Good luck figuring that out. To printing to one page. Okay. As of now, I'm simply generating a report from a pre-existing table. On my next video, I'm gonna show you how to pass parameters into the report, so then you can choose only certain vendors or any other type of arguments that you want to use. Hopefully this is helpful. Thank you for watching. Bye.